Most YouTubers fail on YouTube before they get to the first 1 year because they don't get views and they don't get the required subscribers that they need to monetize their channel. That's about 80% of everyone who had ever started a YouTube channel. But do you know the reason why most people fail is because there is no purpose to be on YouTube? The question here is, what is your purpose on YouTube? That's what I am going to help you find out today by simply going through 9 simple steps. I have been on YouTube for over 2.5 years and I have the same energy as if I'm just starting. You know why that is? Because I have a goal, and until I achieve that goal, and by the way, I'm not telling you to say I want to get to 10 million subscribers. That's not a reality check goal because you're going to gas out on that. But real goals. The first one is, what do you want to achieve with this that you are doing? When I started on my main channel, I told myself in the next 1 year, I want to build 200 videos and probably make $200. You can tell, how do you do 200 videos with $200? Because I've been making content all my life and I don't get paid for it. If you're in church, you make content by doing choir, choristers, by being a choir, by being part of the drama. You keep making content. Nobody pays you for that, right? Even on Facebook, we all have our say. We make comments on Twitter. We do all of this. That's content creation, but you don't get paid for it. All of a sudden, from nowhere, YouTube can pay me. Even if it takes 100 years before it pays me, I am ready to go through it. That is what I stand to gain from YouTube. Some people will gain popularity, some people will gain money, some people will gain influence, some people, depending on what you want. You need to identify, why are you on YouTube? Now, this is part one of it and it's quite easy. Most people will say, I just want to make money. Beautiful. But what will people watching you, what will they gain from your content on YouTube? That is the second point. People like Fela and Nikulapo, they sing, they are musicians, but their song is geared towards politics, just to make sure that the environment and the community is good. What are people going to gain from your content? Are people going to really be relieved from the stress of their day and you're doing comedy? Or are people going to learn something new that can make them money or make their life better, just like tutorials and education? Or you are teaching how to cook, or you want to teach people how to sew? You have to be definitely sure of what people will gain from you. That is how to set your goal. You can't be selfish by you saying, I want to make money, without people you want to make money from getting value, buying and selling. You have to deliver the value. They have to get it. You get monetary gain. They get the content gain. That's the first way you can do and think about this to build your goal. And I can tell you, my number 2 is that it will let you start by dwelling on what your interest is. A lot of people don't know that their success depends on the talent they have. The talent you have is what makes you get to the financial breakthrough that you want. So either on YouTube or offline, on wherever it is, you need to be able to evaluate what talent you have. Is it speaking? Is it dancing? Is it singing? Is it commentating? Is it thinking? No matter what your talent is, there is an abundance of way you can monetize that on YouTube. And by the way, I've met someone who says he doesn't even have any talent at all. So the next question would be, if you don't know what your talent is, what do you have interest in learning? That is the next thing. And that is what your niche will be. So on YouTube, you have to niche down. To create your goal on YouTube, niching down is the next. And this you can do by your talent or whatever you have interest in, because whatever you have interest in, continue learning it and then you start teaching it. I hope you understand. And if you already figure out what your talent is, that is what you teach and do. And that is what will form your niche on YouTube. And after you get this, you go straight away to do what we call research. The research here is 200 topics minimum of what you want to do. I created a new channel about 3 months ago. I researched 1,000 topics. That's exactly what I did. So you're going to go over 200 topics that you can create immediately, high-level topics from everywhere on YouTube. That's the next thing to do. Remember, you're setting a goal that will not let you tired out on YouTube before you achieve your dreams of financial breakthrough or the influence you want. So you have to research as much as possible topics before you start, because when you start, you might not have the drive again to look for new topics, because you're going to be clustered by production and all of that. But do it from the beginning before you go into the real deal. And please, the fact that you are researching 200 topics or more doesn't mean you don't have to do the next one I'm saying. Doesn't mean those topics can actually blow you out on YouTube. You now have to do the next thing, which is for you to research fully competition analysis. You see, in every market, there are competition. So people in the niche you have decided to go into, that has those topics you have seen, how successful are they? How competitive are those words? Are those search words on YouTube? Can people just search on those words naturally? Because there are some topics nobody's searching for them. So you have to divide these topics that you have gotten by search terms. Make sure when you are searching, you are moving towards topics that people are searching on YouTube. Then after that, you can start creating things on your own that adds value to your channel, but you create like 5 videos that are search terms, and then you create like 2 that are yours that will add more value to your channel, and then you go over it that way. And as you can tell by all I am saying, I'm just helping you to build your goal so you will not gas out or burn out before you achieve it. We've not even said go and record anything, because after that, you have to do what I call costing and budgeting. A lot of people start YouTubes, they don't fathom out what is going to cost them in terms of timing, in terms of money. They just say, everybody is saying YouTube is profitable. Oh, Africa just said we can make $3,000 on it. And then they create the channel because it's free. And then the first video takes about 2 months. And then they get like 5 videos in 3 months. And then they are tired. And then they give up. You see, that's how people don't achieve their goals on YouTube. Not like they can't do it. If they had done these things I'm telling you behind the scene, you would have figured out where the problem is. You don't have to start the YouTube today. If it takes you 2-3 months to make sure everything is right where it should be before you get started, that is what will make you last on YouTube. YouTube is a marathon. There's no day you are going to stop production till tomorrow. Since NTA had started, they are still here. Since AIT had started, they are still here. Channels TV is here, they are still here. You can't fake this because you are a media house yourself. So you have to do the costing and the budgeting. What job are you doing now? What are you doing with your time now? How do you segregate 5-6 hours or more, depending on your content type, to create this new content you want to go about? How much will it cost you? You're going to feed. Remember, if you're going to have some cast, maybe you have people who are going to be acting with you if you are into comedy and entertainment, what are you going to be giving them? What is whatever? You have to be able to figure that out. Not when you have already started and you have posted your first video and then you're having problems with your cast, or you're having problems with your recorder, or this camera you borrowed, the owner said I need it back. You need to fathom all these things out. Otherwise, this goal will die away. So, budget, costing, timing, everything you have to check out before you move on to production. And I tell you, this production will be my number 6. There is what production takes away from you that most people don't know. You see this video you're watching, it took me about 2 hours to get all these points I'm saying, because it's not like the point is readily available anywhere. You have to think about it based on experience, and that's how you have to be unique. You can't come on YouTube by doing what others have done 3 years ago. If a topic you want to treat today, somebody did it 3 years ago, this channel did it 1 month ago, this one did it 5 years ago, what are you doing? Nothing. So you have to look for originality. That's even what ranks most on YouTube. If you are starting a channel today, you're already disadvantaged. That's the simple truth. So you have to bring in your A game. That's why production rate is very, very important for you to section out. How many days am I going to be delivering value for YouTube? How many days? Don't put yourself under pressure, especially when you are becoming successful at this and all of a sudden you can't cope with production every single day. Plan it out from the beginning. Don't just chunk out all your beautiful content once and then you gas out of content and then you now look as if you are copying people in the first place. Understand your production rate. You are going to be batch producing. How are you going to go about it? I do my recordings across my channel. Day 1, I do recording for 5 channels. Day 2, I edit like 2 or 3. I do other things. Day 3, then I edit the remaining 1. Day 4 again, I record for everybody. Then I go again like that. So these, I am telling you now, I figured it out before I came to YouTube. If I had to do it based on what my audiences are requesting from me, I will burn out because they want me to produce every single day, which was what I did when I started. So understand your timing, understand you need a life away from YouTube. Otherwise, you won't do anything apart from just recording and posting and recording. And that's not what you want. You also want to live a normal life in as much as you want money. And now, if you have done all of these, that's when you now go to your channel props. What I mean by props is your channel art, your channel colors, whatever logo you want to use, your tones, everything you have on your channel as your brand. This is now when you prepare it. It's not when you get to YouTube, you are thinking, should I use red or yellow? What's going to be my thumbnail? No. Do all of that before you start. So that if you need to do some research, you would have gone through the research before you now get there. I hope this is clear. And then from here, before you start batch recording, you go into scripting. You have to script every single thing that you are going to do on your set. If you have seen James Bond movie or you have seen 24 Hours or any of these big movies, you think they just say action and then everybody start doing what they want? No, you have script. Everybody needs to follow through. This video I'm recording now, I have a script for it. And all I'm doing is following the script so I can stay in line. Otherwise, you're going to go, everywhere and you will not make sense. So it will make your editing faster and easier when you script. And after you have finished scripting, that is when you can hit record to record every of the videos. At that point, you are now in business because now everything will auto run itself and auto play itself out. So you record, after recording, you edit, after editing, you upload, after uploading, you enjoy yourself by repeating this cycle forever. Please put it in mind, I always have a slogan for this. I'm going to do this till I'm 100 years. So there is no turning back. There is no, I'm tired. It's a regular job. Although it's a job I do by myself and it pays, but it's still like a job. Which day will parents going to job in the banks and schools? Which day will they retire? Till you get to 60 or 70. So that is the narrative about YouTube. Don't do it for 3 months or 1 year and you say you're tired. You are not tired. You are just uninspired. You need to give yourself this from the beginning down till I get to 100. There is no day. Whether I'm tired or not, I have to go to work. This is work for me. If you follow this, my 9-point agenda, you are going to be one of the best YouTubers all over the world, just like we are trying to do as well. But then when you do this and you have recorded and posted, now it is time to have views. Now it is time to have watch hours, subscribers, and all the juicy things that comes up so that you can monetize and make money on this your channel. And boy, oh boy, I have that in a single video. You don't need more than this to get things sorted. The video is popping out now. Click on that video and let's go.